With the recording. Hi, everybody. It is Monday, 17th of January. Today, we're going to work with the ball. So if you have a tennis ball nearby, great. If you don't have one, I'm going to show you something that you can do. We're going to massage the feet today, and it is a myofascial massage. It's working on the plantar fascia, which is a part of the body just underneath the foot. And this plantar fascia connects up with a lot of different fascia lines through the body. So when we massage the feet, we're not just massaging the feet. It is affecting many, many different parts of your body, especially the back chain of the body, which is interesting for us, for our backs all the way up to our necks. And it can even go up to the crown of the head and to a spot that's just above the eyebrows. If anybody, some students have told me, oh, sometimes I get these headaches that go right up by the eyebrow. That could be the fascial line, okay? So even though we're massaging the soles of the feet, it can affect all the way up there. First, we'll start out with our neck exercises, then we'll do some breathing exercises, then we're gonna stand and work on the feet. However, if you don't have a tennis ball, you may stay seated, and I'll show you the massage to do with your feet seated. Okay, so to start, find yourself in an easy, neutral position. The low back is lightly curved. The shoulders, you don't necessarily want to press them down. You want to feel like they're expanding out to the sides, like you're growing wings out to the sides. Let's start by turning the head to the right and come back to center and turn to the left. Good. Back to center. Now we're going to nod up and down. Lift your chin up, come back to center each time, and chin down to the chest. Back to center. Then we'll go right and left again. Right to center, left to center. Now chin down to the chest, to center, and look up to the sky. Perfect. One more time. Right to center. Keep the shoulders stable. Left to center, then looking up and looking down. Good. All right. From here, let's roll the shoulders, lifting the shoulders up to the ears and around back behind. Lift in nice big circles. See if you can do this with a lot of awareness. So you slow down, you lift, roll back. Yes, lift, roll back. One more time. Lift and roll back. Excellent. Now widen the shoulders once again. Okay, let's place the right hand on the chest. So just on the sternum, the flat bone on the chest. And the left hand will go onto the belly. Now, begin breathing in and letting the belly grow. So the left hand grows forward, and then the right hand lifts as you fill the lungs completely. And then as you breathe out, both hands move back inwards towards the spine. Let's try that again. Breathe in through the belly first, then into the chest. Let the chest expand, and then breathe out. Both hands move in towards the spine. Good. We'll do that 3 more times. In through the belly, in through the chest, and breathe out. Again, in through the belly, through the chest, and breathe out. Excellent. One more time. In through the belly, into the chest. Good job. And breathe out. Raise your arms up. Clasp the elbows over the head. Pull gently against the elbows as if you're going to bring your elbows apart. Lift the chest. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lean to your right, stretching out the left-hand side of the body. Breathing in, rise back up, and let's go to the left. Breathing out, breathing in, rise back up. Get really long. Breathe out to your right. Breathing in, rise. Breathing out to the left. Keep pulling against the elbows gently. One more time each side. Breathing out, go to your right. In, back to center. And last one, out to your left. Good. In, back to center. Open your arms, clasp your hands behind you, and stretch your arms as straight as possible. So if possible, you're going to push the arms away and lift the chest against the pull of the arms. Draw your throat and ears back and look skyward. Get really open chest, open throat. Take a deep breath in and release, rolling the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Good job. Okay. If you have a tennis ball, come up onto all fours. When you're on all fours, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back, and come up to standing. If you do not have a tennis ball, you're going to stay seated on the ground, and I'll show you the exercise in a moment. So everyone with the tennis ball, place the tennis ball underneath the right foot and begin rolling up and down the sole of the foot. Good. Good. This is the trajectory of the plantar fascia. Now, for those of you who don't have a tennis ball and you're still seated on the floor, take your foot and place your fingers underneath the foot, and you'll curl your foot around the fingers like making a foot taco, right? You want to curl your foot around the fingers and sort of pull the skin around into the center of the foot, okay? And you'll keep doing that while we continue rolling up and down. Now, place the ball just underneath the ball of the foot. The ball of the foot is like the front pads. So just underneath it, there's a curve. And I want you to press into that curve. This point is actually, it is an acupuncture point. We were talking about acupuncture before the class started. And it is called the K1, or the Bubbling Brook, okay? This is a part of the body where there's a roundness, and it's believed a lot of energy is brought up through that point, the K1. Okay, we'll change feet now. Place the left foot onto the ball and roll up and down. Now, if you're on the floor, you're going to make that foot taco with your hands, squeezing in, getting the fingers into the center of the foot and pulling the tissues around, okay? While I roll, I like to notice how I'm feeling actually in the foot I just worked on. So the right foot feels like there's a really nice arch there, and it feels very grounded into the earth. Just notice that. Now bring the tennis ball underneath the pad of the foot, underneath the ball of the foot, and you'll press down into the ball. I press down and release, press down and release. That's it. Good. It shouldn't be painful. If it is painful, you need to really pay attention. You may have a little inflammation in the plantar fascia. Press down a few more times. Good. All right. And then we can move the ball to the side. We won't be needing it anymore. Take it off the mat. And feel your feet now, both of them, how they're planted nicely into the earth. Okay? If you're sitting on the floor, if you didn't have a ball, come to standing now. And we're going to lean forward towards the toes. Notice how the toes react. They'll grab into the floor and then lean back towards the heels. And again, lean forward towards the toes. Feel how they grab into the floor. We're activating the fascia and coming back. Of course, it's activating lots of muscles, but we want to get into it. Lean forward towards the toes and back towards the heels. One more time. Go forward towards the toes. Excellent. And back towards the heels. Now, turn so that you are the length of your mat. Maybe you just stay as you are. Separate your feet hip width and slide your hands down just above the knees. Take a deep breath in and curl your spine. Look skyward and breathe out and round. Breathing in, let's curl, looking skyward, and breathing out, rounding. Do this a few more times. Breathing in, curling, That's it. Good. Breathing out and rounding, looking good, everyone. Keep going with this. Breathing in, curling, look skyward, lift and open, breathe out and round. Beautiful. Very nice, Finola. Good, Diana. 2 more times. Keep going, Chiara. That's great. And 1 more time, ladies. Breathing in, curling. Breathing out, rounding. Now let's come back to curling. Come back to curling. Open your shoulders wide. Keep your hands on your thighs. We're going to take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, breathe the air out through your mouth. Pull your belly button in and lift your perineum up towards your belly button. So belly button goes in, perineum up goes up, and we hold. No air in the lungs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing and breathe in. Breathe out, release. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands come just above the knees. Belly button goes in, perineum up. No more breath. The air is out of the lungs. You're holding the perineum up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. You breathe in. Breathe out. Now we have the rhythm. Keep going. In, out. 1 more deep breath in. Lean forward. Breathe everything out of the lungs. Belly button in. Perineum up. We hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Standing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. We're going to do it 2 more times. Breathe out. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lean forward. Belly button in. Perineum up. Pull it up tightly. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to standing. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. Here goes the last round. Make it count. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lean forward. Belly button in. Perineum up. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing. Whew. And release. Excellent, ladies. Let's take a big step forward to the front edge of the mat. Feet nicely at hip widths. Knees are soft. Hips stay back so you keep curving the low back. We do not want to tuck our hips under. You keep your hips back. Lift and open the chest. Open wide at the shoulders. Hands come to the heart center. And let's get moving. Take a deep breath in. Rise up. As you fold, bring your elbows to your knees first, and then your hands come down. Step back to a plank position. Hold the plank position. And Diana, for you, instead of plank, maybe you want to come down on your elbows. And we hold 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down, bring your chest down slowly. Point your toes, everyone. Take a deep breath in, rise up to cobra. Bring your chest back down, push up onto your hands and knees, and then tucking your toes, take downward facing dog. Tilting the hips up nicely, lengthening through the spine, lift your chin gently, turn your knees to the right, and we'll bounce. 3, as you bounce, the hips go back. 2, 1, turn back forward, right foot steps forward, then the left. Coming to the front edge of the mat, knees bend low, hands to thighs, lift your chest. Raise your arms by your ears for that nice squat, holding 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to standing. When you come to standing, arms straighten out, knees stay soft, chest lifts, and you look for a perfect posture. Hands to your heart center. We'll do the same thing. Deep breath in, rise. Folding, elbows to knees, come right down. Step back to the plank. Adjust the plank if you need to. Looking forward, hold 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Lower yourself down. Point your toes, rise to a cobra, and push back. Down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the left, and let's bounce it. 3. Hips go back. 2, 1. Turn your feet forward. Bring your left foot forward, then the right. Front edge of the mat, knees bend low, hands to thighs. Lift, raise your arms, hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Up to standing. Straighten the arms by your sides. Hands to your heart center. Let's go again. Deep breath in. Folding forward, elbows to knees, go right down. Stepping back to plank. Let me have a look. Good job. Holding. 3. Good. Nice, Kira. 2, 1. Bring your knees down and move down. Nice strength. Good, Taina. Point your toes. Cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Excellent, Lisa. I can see you well. This is good, good vision. Turn your knees to the right. Toes and knees both go to the right, and you bounce. When you bounce, get your hips way back like you want to sit on your heels. Good. Turn them back forward and step forward. Right foot first, then the left, right and left. Excellent. Bend your knees low and take a chair. Yes. If possible, lift your arms up to the sky. Yes. 3. Good. 2, 1. All the way up to standing. Make sure your arms come by your sides. They're completely straight. Hands to your heart center now. Let's go again. Deep breath in. Rise. Folding. Elbows to knees. Go right down. Beautiful, ladies. Stepping back to a plank position, and you hold your plank. Yeah, good, Diana. Down on the elbows better. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees down, bring your chest down. Everybody take a cobra. Excellent. Bring the chest back down and push back to down dog or crouching cat. Yes. Turn your knees to the left this time and bounce it. Bounce way back. Yes, good, Finola. Good option, Diana, good. All right, turn it back forward and stepping forward. Come into your chair position, everyone. Hold in chair. Everyone hold in chair. Bring your hands to your heart center now. Staying in chair, raise your right leg in front of you. The foot is like stepping on a stair in front of you. Now we're going to cycle the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step the foot back, step it back just about maybe half a meter, not too much. We'll stay here and raise the arms over our heads and we'll sink down, hips go back. 5, 4, 3. This is still warming up. We're raising the heart rate. Now bring your hands down to the floor, step your right foot farther back. Left foot farther back for your plank position. Lift your head. Holding 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, move yourself down. Point your toes, rise to cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Now, turning your knees to the right, sink your hips as far back as possible. You can either lift the palm of the right hand, fingertips stay down, or you can lift the hand completely to the head and twist open to your right. Very good core work here. Holding 3, 2, 1. The hand comes back down. Turn your feet forward. Right foot steps forward, then the left. Front edge of the mat, hands to your thighs. Come up to the chair. Hold it in chair. Non-stop movement now. Hands to your heart center. Raise your left leg. And we pedal. 5, set your gaze at the horizon. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the foot back, about a half a meter, not more. Arms over your head. And we sink down to the back heel 5 times. 4, that's it. 3, lengthen your belly. 2, stay down low. Hands come down, step your left foot farther back, then the right, lift your chin, holding. 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, move your chest down. Point your toes, rise to cobra. Push back, down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the left, bend the knees, hips go back. Either lift up the palm of the left hand, fingertips down, or bring your hand to your head. Open up to your left, holding. 3, 2, good core work, hips back. 1, bring the hand back down, step your left foot forward, then the right. Coming to chair, arms by your ears, holding. 3, 2, 1, hands to heart center, raise your right foot, let's pedal again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step it back, arms over your head, sink back. 5, 4, this is really good working the plantar fascia as well. 3, 2, 1, hands come down, step your right foot far back, then the left, lift your head. 3, 2, 1, knees come down, moving down, point your toes, coming up to cobra, pushing back, down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right, bend your knees, hips back, either doming the right hand or set the hand to the head. Open up. 3, 2, 1, bring the hand down, right foot forward, then the left, bend your knees low. Last round, ladies, we're gonna get into chair, hold it. 3, 2, hands to the heart center. Good, pedal your left foot, lift it up. Pedal. 5, good. 4, 3, excellent. 2, 1, step it back. Good, raise the arms over the head, sinking down towards the back heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, good job. Get low, hands to the floor and step back to your plank. Holding. 3, 2, 1, bring your knees down. Good job, everyone. Move down to the floor. Point your toes into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Yes. All right, turn your knees, pointing them to the left. Excellent, sink down low. You can lift up the hand, the left hand, or you can lift up just your palm. 3, 2, 1, bring it back and step your left foot forward, then the right, coming to the front edge of the mat. Bend your knees low, taking chair. Excellent, just hold the chair. 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing, everyone. Well done. Whew. Take a big step back to the center of your mat. Hands come to your hips. Bend your knees softly, just a gentle, soft bend, and press your hips back. Raise your right leg. It's like you're going to set it down in front of you, but you hold it suspended in the air. Open your arms and raise them slightly diagonally to the sky in sort of a V position. Okay? Set your gaze at one point. Lengthen your arms away from you. If you want to curl the fingers, you may, like you're holding a big rope. Set your gaze at the horizon. Hold the position. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms down and stretch them behind you. Either fingers stretched, or you can curl them. Send the right leg behind you, but keep your standing leg bent. If you want to stretch the right leg behind you, do that. You're going to feel an engagement into the glute behind you. Hold the position. Holding. Bending that standing leg. Set your gaze at one point. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Coming up to standing. Release. Hands come to your hips. Knees stay soft, hips go back. All right, good. Raise your left leg in front of you like you're stepping onto a stair. Bend that standing knee, hips stay back. At the same time, you want to lift your ribs. Raise your arms up diagonally. Open in a V position. You can curl the fingers if you wish or straighten the fingers. Holding, eyes at the horizon. 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms behind you and send the left leg behind you. You can straighten it if you wish. You're going to feel much more work in the glute. Hold the leg out, lift your eyes. I know we're holding longer than a count of 3, but this is just the last count of 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to standing. Woo, good job. Hands at your hips again. Bend your knees. We're going to take infinity pose, a beautiful position. The right foot comes on top of the left thigh, just above the knee. So the heel is almost at the center of the thigh. Sink your hips back as if you're going to sit in an imaginary chair. Bring the palms of your hands together, and then the thumbs come to the crown of the head. Lift your elbows, lift your eyes, set your gaze skyward, and we hold and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Releasing. Bring the foot back down. So we're really working the stabilizer muscles in the feet and the ankles. Hips go back. Lift your left foot. Place it on top of the right thigh. Sink the hips back nicely like you're sitting in a chair. Lengthen your waist. Lift your ribs away from the hips. Palms together. Thumbs to the crown of the head. Lift the elbows. Lift your eyes. Holding infinity pose. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Hands come to your hips again. Bend your right knee. Bring it out at 45 degrees compared to the hips. So you can be with the ankle or a little bit higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Raise your arms in a V position. Lift the ribs. Lift the eyes. Lengthen everything and hold. And breathe in and out through the nose. Mouth stays closed. Good. Lower the hands to the hips. Lower the foot down to the floor. We'll change sides. Left knee bends. 45-degree angle. At your ankle, a little higher than your kneecap or your inner thigh. Raise the arms in a V position. Lift the chest. Lengthen out the side body. Set your gaze. Breathing deeply. Good job, everybody. Very nice. Bring the hands back down to the hips and lower down. Good, good. Shake out your feet a little bit. Perfect. Come back to the front edge of your mat. Hands at your heart center. And take a moment just to close your eyes and notice how you are feeling. Notice the sensation, especially in the feet and the ankles. We work them hard with those balancing positions. Notice how alive they feel in those deep muscles. Open your eyes. Let's rise up, breathing in. And we fold. Elbows come to knees and step back to a plank position. So Diana, you may want to come down onto your elbows. For any of you who have any issues in your wrists or hands, also come down to your elbows. Lift your head and look forward. You could stay here, everyone. If the low back is feeling weak, you could lower your knees. And for those of you who are feeling strong today, lift and open the chest, and we'll bring the right knee to the right elbow, then bring it back. Left knee, left elbow. and back. And again, right knee and back, left knee and back. One more time, right and left. Good job. Bring your knees down, lower yourself down to the floor and relax here. Hands underneath the forehead, and you can move your hips from side to let go. Good job, everybody. Okay. Let's lift our heads, stretch the right arm out in front of you, and stretch the left arm behind you. Now, we're gonna bring the right hand behind the neck, left hand behind the low back. If this is fine for you, you can stay here and lift the head, chest, and shoulders. Or if possible, grab the fingers. Right hand reaches down, left hand reaches up. Take a deep breath in, lift the head, chest, and shoulders. And if possible, lift the legs. And we'll hold and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down, hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to let go. Good. Yeah, it's a tough posture, everyone. Do it to your level where you feel right and you feel the work rather than any straining, okay? Left arm out in front of you. Right arm far behind. You can either bring that right hand to the low back, left hand to the neck, or you can reach and grab the fingers. Lift up your head, chest, and shoulders. Lift your legs if possible. Here we go. We're holding and breathing. One more deep breath in. And come on back down. Good job, everyone. Hands under the forehead. Let go of the neck and rock your hips from side to side. Come up onto your elbows now. Bring your left hand towards your right elbow and set the hand down for support. Lift your right foot. Now, you could either grab the ankle or the top of the foot. If it's too much, you could grab the pant leg, or if you have a strap, place it around the bottom, around the top of your foot to be able to pull the foot in. We're just gonna stretch the quadriceps, so bring the heel in towards the hip as far as possible. Turn your hips and shoulders forward, and we stay here and breathe. Release the foot, bring your hands back down underneath the head, and move your hips from side to let go. Lifting back up onto the elbows, we'll change sides. So the right hand comes in towards the left elbow and set it down for support. Grab the left ankle, or you could use a strap, or just grab the pant leg or the top of the foot. Bring the heel in towards the hip, turning forward, and breathe and let go here. Really see if you can get a good stretch into the quadricep. Good. Well done. Release. Bring yourself back down onto your belly and move your hips from side to side. Last position, lift your head, chest, and shoulders. Reach your arms behind you and bend your knees. If you can touch your heels, flex your feet and push your heels into your hands. Lift your head, chest, and shoulders. You shouldn't be able to get up very high. So this is a good work for the back body. Holding and breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. Open your knees as wide as your mat. Feet together. Reach your arms far out in front of you and bring the forehead to the floor to get a good stretch of the back. This is puppy dog pose. Slide your hands back, come up onto your hands and knees. Now we're going to bring our knees to one side of the mat. Doesn't matter which side. Sitting down, get into a position where you can see your device. Okay, so I'm facing you. Slide down on one side. The lower arm supports the head. Bend your knees and let your hips sink back a bit. The upper arm places the hand down to support so you're not rolling too much. Stretch your top leg out and point the toes down. We're going to be working the outer thigh, the outer hip, okay? Lift the leg as high as possible. The toes point down and make little presses. Up, up, good, that's it. Up, good. Excellent. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up there. Raise it higher, or as high as possible, and you should feel the muscles really working. These are actually yoga postures when you hold. This is a variation of Vishnu. So the hand is down in front of you. If you want more of a traditional posture, you bring the arm by your side and you can have your hand on the outer thigh, press down a little bit to resist. Lift the leg a little higher. Should really feel it working now. A little bit higher. Toe is still pointing down. That's it. And release. Good job, everyone. Roll onto your back now. Cross your top leg, the leg that was the top leg, cross it over the bottom leg and raise both legs. Just pull them in towards the chest. If you want to go farther, grab the ankles and lift the ankles a little bit, and you should feel those outer thighs and especially the top leg, outer thigh stretching. All right. Uncross. Now we're going to change sides. You know what's coming, so you don't necessarily have to face your device. Just roll out onto the opposite side. Lower leg bent, lower arm supporting the head, upper arm in front of you. Stretch the top leg out, toes point down, heel points up, so you get to that outer thigh. Raise the leg and pulse it. Up, up. You should really feel the side glute working, as well as the side thigh. And this is really healthy for your low back, as well as the health of the hips. This keeps the femur bone in the hip socket with the side glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg there. Get it up as high as possible. If you'd like, bring the hand onto the outer thigh and press down to resist. Holding. Get it up a little higher perhaps. Toe pointing down. It should really be burning now. 3, 2, and 1. Rebend the knee, roll onto your back again, and cross completely, right leg over left. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Maybe you already feel the stretch, or you could lift your feet and pull your feet towards your shoulders. Then you get a deeper stretch. That's it. Relaxing the legs, relax your neck at the same time. And let's go and uncross. Good. So we're going to do 3 different bridge poses today. Today we'll keep the feet in towards the hips. Bring your knees hip width, arms down by your sides. Lift your hips up. Okay. We're going to squeeze the knees together and apart. As you squeeze together, feel that it works the whole back side, as well as a little bit the inner thighs, and the perineum lifts and apart. Here we go. We're going to go 10, pull in and up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the hips back down. Soles of the feet together now, knees wide. This is frog bridge. Push the soles of your feet together nicely. Lift your hips up. Hands can be on the ground. And we'll press again. Squeeze tightly. 10, 9, lifting a little bit higher each time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hips back down. Good job. Separate your feet now, hip width. Classic yoga bridge. Elbows into the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades, opening up the chest. Lift your hips up. If you like to take full bridge, you could set your hands now, come to the crown of the head and up into full bridge. If not, stay in half. Lengthen out your neck. Feel the engagement into the hips and legs. Feel that the perineum is moving upwards towards the belly button. The belly naturally moves inwards. Let's raise the arms over the head and very, very slowly lower the back to the earth. One vertebra at a time. Very slowly. Good. Once you're all the way down, keep your arms over your head and separate your feet as wide as the mat. You should feel your feet touching the outer edges of the mat. Let your knees fall to the right. Stretch your left arm far behind you and breathe here. Getting a good stretch down the left-hand side of the body. Nice. One knee at a time, rises back up, and we let the knees fall to the left. Reach your right arm far behind you, lengthening everything out. Raise one knee at a time. And let's lift the knees to the shoulders now. Grab behind your thighs. Rock gently from side to side. Feel that the low back is getting lightly massaged. The shoulders and the neck are relaxing. Good job, everyone. Bring your knees at 90 degrees now. You can have a gentle curve in your low back, but make sure there's no straining in these next exercises, okay? Otherwise, perhaps you want to flatten your back against the floor. Raise your arms up to the sky. If you want, stretch your fingers, or you can curl your hands. Now we're going to start with the right arm, right leg. So reach your right arm behind you, and your right leg stretches out towards the floor without touching, and then come back to center. Then the left arm over the head, left leg stretches out, lengthen, lengthen, and then back to center. Let's do it again, right arm. Now perhaps this is enough for you. You already feel the work in the belly, and the low back is not straining, okay, but you're protecting it. If it's not enough, we're going to go both arms, both legs. This is called a shootout. And then bring your knees and arms back. And again, here we go. 5 times. Belly is long, but very, very strong and tight. 4. Stay with it. 3. Woo. Good. 2. Good job. Knees come into the chest and rock from side to side. Well done. Bringing your feet flat onto the floor. Now let your knees fall to your right. Stack your left leg on top of the right. Bring your right hand behind your head and reach your left arm towards your feet. We're going to lift here, working the obliques. So lift head and shoulders 10 times. 9, like you're going to touch your heels. 8, 7, support the head. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your head back down. Raise one knee at a time. Let the knees fall to your left now. Stack your right leg on top of your left. Left hand behind the head. Right arm reaches towards the heels. Here we go. Lifting. 10. Breathe out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's the last one. Good job. Roll back onto your back. Bring your knees up to your chest and rock from side to side, letting go. You can let your head roll to the opposite side of your knees. So if your knees go to the right, turn your head to the left and change. Knees to the left, head to the right. Beautiful, good. And change. Nice job. Back to center. Bring the nose between the knees. Lowering the head down. Set your right foot flat. Stretch your left leg up to the sky. Make a big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Flex the foot nicely. Keep curve in the low back. And see if you can completely straighten your leg. You should feel the stretch down the back of the leg. If you want to go farther, gently begin pulling the leg towards you. Take deep, slow breaths and stay with the awareness of what's going on in the back of the leg. To release, cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Lift both knees, grab around the legs, pull them in towards the shoulders. Bring the right foot back down to the earth and let your knees fall to the right. Turn your head to the left. Spinal twist. Uncross the legs and roll back onto your back. And change legs. Bring your right foot down to the floor and stretch. Bring your left foot down to the floor, stretch your right leg. And nice big circle with the foot. Good job. You've changed legs now. Change the direction of the circle. Flex the foot as much as possible. See how much you can straighten the leg, getting the stretch down the back of the leg. And pull the leg towards you as far as possible. We hold. If you can curve the low back, you'll feel more of a stretch just down the back of the leg. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Raise both legs, grab a hold, pull them in. Bringing the left foot down, keep the legs crossed. Let your knees fall to the left, turn your head to the right for a spinal twist. Yeah. Allow yourself to melt into these postures. Good. Uncross again. Roll onto your back. Grab a hold once again of the knees. Pull them into the chest. Lift your head, nose between the knees. Get a good stretch down the back of the neck. And then lowering the head. Find a neutral position for the head. Stretching one leg at a time out onto your mat. Find a neutral position for your back, your hips, your knees. Turn your palms to the sky and open up the chest. Now thinking about the breath we did at the beginning of class. First, expand the belly, and then the chest, and then let go. And again, expand belly, chest, and let go. Do this a few more times. Expand belly, chest, and let go. And again, expanding belly, chest, letting go. Once more. Beautiful. Now you can allow your breath just to come and go without focusing your attention on it anymore. Consciously relax your feet and your legs. Relax your hands and your arms. Relax your shoulders, your hips. The neck, throat, jaw. Relaxing all the muscles of the face. Allow them to become completely smooth. Now bring your attention to your back. And see if you can soften all of those very strong muscles you have in your back. Strong, powerful muscles. Now bring your attention to your chest and tummy and allow them to be free, to move with your breath, to expand and release. And to be fluid. These are places where we feel as well. our emotional centers of the belly and the chest. And let's allow them to feel. Come into acceptance of our emotions. Begin moving now your fingers and your toes. Raise your arms up over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. And then gently lift your knees to your chest. Pull them in towards the chest. Rock a bit from side to side if you feel like it. And then roll onto your right-hand side, setting your hands down. Lift yourself up from the side, coming to a seated position. Good job. Nice. Let's rub our hands together, warming up the hands. Let's bring the hands over the face, gently tapping around the eyes. Maybe you want to tap around the forehead, cheeks, jaw, under the chin, on the neck, and shake your hands out. And we'll do that again. This helps to stimulate the circulation of lymph and blood. And it also helps the muscles of the face to retake a little bit of tonus, a little bit of tone for the rest of our day. Good, and shake your hands out. Hands can come to the heart center. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. Have a fabulous afternoon. Namaste. All the best. Well done.